This video shows you how to do a tutorial with a VoiceOver using the VoiceOver app. I previously made the video capture of a small tutorial as an example on the Windows Paint 3D application. I dragged this video to this area. I have prepared the text of this tutorial in advance. I copy and paste it in this area. Blocks are automatically created for each line of text. If necessary, I can modify these blocks, add or remove them while editing this tutorial. I will create the voiceovers for all these texts. I choose the language of the tutorial. I choose a voice.
Hello, I'm Naomi.
I generate the voiceovers. I start to position the text blocks relative to the video.
How to use the magic select function to copy part of an image and paste it on another image.
I realize that the video is ahead of the text. I will have to add a time extension. I click on this button to create this extension. I position the start of this extension so that the image coincides with the text, and I stretch the extension just after the end of the first block.
How to use the magic select function to copy part of an image and paste it on another image. Click on the magic button Select. Handles that allow you to select the part you want to cut out.
I repeat these operations for the other blocks.
When you've made your selection, click Next and the tool will highlight an area to clip. Once you're happy with the selection, click Done and that cutout will appear as a new 3D layer.
At this stage during the video capture, I had some hesitation about the rest of the tutorial, so I will delete this sequence in order to have a more dynamic tutorial. I click on this button to create a crop area, size it and position it relative to the video.
Insert the image you want to paste the cutout on. Resize the moon and position it over your image.
I create a new crop area to remove the unnecessary end of the video. If a text in a block does not match, either by its content or its pronunciation, you can modify it and generate the voiceover again.
Insert the image you want to paste the cutout on.
We will see in other tutorials how to use the other features, such as changing the phonetics of certain words. You can add background music. It is not recommended for a tutorial as some people may be disturbed by the music.
Resize the moon and position it over your image.
The music is automatically attenuated when the voiceover appears. I turn off the music. I will create the final tutorial video. I have the possibility of embedding the texts of the blocks in subtitles. You can also choose to separately create a subtitle file in VTT or SRT format. Here's the result.
How to use the magic select function to copy part of an image and paste it on another image. Click on the magic button Select. Handles that allow you to select the part you want to cut out. When you've made your selection, click Next and the tool will highlight an area to clip. Once you're happy with the selection, click Done and that cutout will appear as a new 3D layer. Insert the image you want to paste the cutout on. Resize the moon and position it over your image.
I will now show you how to duplicate this tutorial in another language with a few clicks. I select the Translate the project into another language menu. I choose a voice.
Bonjour, je suis Chloé.
I generate the new project. I save the project. It is saved locally to the location of your downloads.
Redimensionnez la lune et positionnez-la sur votre image.
I will create the new video. Here's the result.
Comment utiliser la fonction magique Select pour copier une partie d'une image et la coller sur une autre image? Cliquez sur le bouton magique Select. Poignées qui vous permettent de sélectionner la partie que vous souhaitez découper. Lorsque vous avez fait votre sélection, cliquez sur Suivant et l'outil mettra en surbrillance une zone à découper. Une fois que vous êtes satisfait de la sélection, cliquez sur Terminer et cette découpe apparaîtra comme un nouveau calque 3D. Insérez l'image sur laquelle vous souhaitez coller la découpe. Redimensionnez la lune et positionnez-la sur votre image.
This is how in a few clicks, without stress, you can generate quality tutorials and video FAQs in several languages.